stay focused right now. Everybody, you gotta lock in. Okay, so we do a good job breaking our partner down. Now we need to start moving towards our series, okay? Few questions about folks wanting to change sides. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is making it your own, okay? And I encourage that. If you like to change sides and extend that way, then great. You know what I mean? I personally like to go same side because I can get my knee there quicker. And my knee's already next to the knee that I want to elongate. But if you feel like you can switch sides or you can do that already for a claw or something along those lines, and you can build good pressure, awesome. Right? That's what we're looking to do. Come on out here. Okay, so now, right, I build good pressure, I get them flat. As I'm getting my partner flat, I like to go deep waist. Okay? So I'm here, right? I go thigh pry, right? I go shoulder hook, right? I start to stretch Gavin a bit. I get knee on knee. Okay, now as I start to build that pressure, okay, this is the part that it's kind of hard to do slow, but as I'm doing that scissor motion, the knee that's in front, right? My knee that's in my knee breakdown, it is going to start to drop. But at the last second, I need to do my best to square my hip up so I can get a deep tight waist. Does that make sense? So I'm here, right? I'm creating that pressure, and I drive, and I scoop, I get to here. And I'm teaching, so it's going to be, a little slower, but as I start to hit my hip, I slide to there. Right? I want to get my hip out. So I want to get this tight waist as deep as I can. There's something we have to realize. When we're on top, whether we're clawing or tight waisting, it has to be a sliding scale, right? If I have a really, really deep claw, where's my tight waist going to be? It's not going to be deep, right? It has to be one. I can only make a circle, right? I can only make a circle. So if I have a really deep claw, my tight waist is going to be, pretty loose, and then vice versa, right? I personally like to have a deep tight waist. So think about this, right? I'm sliding as Gavin starts to lose the position, right? He starts to drop to his hip. At the very end, I'm going to slide my down hip out and very tight waist here. Okay. Now, I have deep tight waist, and I'm in good position. I was just working with Gavin with this before, right? At the very minimum, if I'm a college wrestler, post elbow, build. Right? Just sit there and post elbow. Right? Super easy. Right? You get super deep in your post elbow, and you can ride for a bit. And in high school, post elbow, gain your bearings, and then move to your series. Okay, now we're going to move to our series. Right? Knee on knee, thigh drive, punch, scoop. I'm here. Deep waist. Okay, I have deep waist, and I usually like to be punching this out. Okay, and come over the top and get to my series. So when I get a tight waist, the first thing I'm looking to do is bring my knee to my tight waist hand. All right, so see how deep my tight waist is? All right, my hand's pretty much almost on the spine. That's where I want to be. All right, it's super deep. It's not on the belly button. This is a bad tight waist. Honestly, if this is as deep as I got, I would probably slide and start working and go deep claw. Okay? Because if one's loose, the other one can be deep. All right, go back to my circle idea. Okay? But for this, let's say I get to my deep tight waist, and I'm here. All right, so for me now, my knee is going to come in right where my tight waist hand is, and I'm going to lift a bit. All right, so even if I'm here, playing with this elbow, so we can't build, I might post my hand real fast. Just a bit load the hip. Okay? The reasoning for that is I can now go chop. If he tries to roll when I load, I go with it, roll. I go with it, now I have my hand. Relax.
He's not the easiest guy to drill on.
It's all good. It's all good. Gavin's the best. All right? We're here, boom. Right? I slide the knee out, my deep waist, now I'm in good position. All right, I can punch here, right? But usually when I punch, I just lift. That's all I want right there. Okay? And this, once again, we're doing it slow, right? Post, just so I keep the hips up. Knees under, chop. Right to there. Okay? I see how I load him in the basket. When I chop, a lot of times what happens is he goes Grammy. Right? You guys get caught there sometimes?
Yeah.
You're going to go shoulder hook. Okay? Real easy, right? As I chop, as I go tight waist chop, my chop hand slides to shoulder. And that prevents the roll, okay? So I chop, Gavin goes roll, I'm right there. There. See that? And realistically, I would probably skate my out here. Now I'd be holding my back. Right, so it's down. All right, do it again. Post. I got it. Maybe one-on-one. Okay? But for me, I wrestle that tight waist series. I wrestle that tight waist series really well. Why do I wrestle tight waist series? I wrestled 133. I wrestled 133 and I'm 5'8". Right? So what's the point? Know your body.
Long arms.
Right? Know your body. Know what you're working with. Right? You're a great leg rider, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Right? For you, tight waist is probably not it. Leg riding is. Awesome. Right? Know your body. Understand where your strengths and your weaknesses are. Does that make sense? Okay, so back to our turn again, I guess, right? So everything holds true. And let's not forget about our breakdown, right? Everything has to be sound. Everything has to be sound. Do everything the right way, okay? Do everything the right way. Not the fast way, the right way. Right? On the back of the elbow, I start my rep. I punch thighs. I go shoulder hook, right? I bust weight forward. That's what I want. Knee on knee. Once I'm knee on knee, I keep driving, right? Scoot the bottom leg right through there. As I do that, there's my deep waist. Now I got it. And most of the time, to be honest with you, I'm already in the position to load. Load. Right? Once I load, if I can't get out soon enough to chop, I just grab wrist here. Right? Grab wrist here, I got him. He tries to roll from here. I already have his wrist. Right? Once again, I can get my hips away, get my head involved, score my swipes. Maybe I don't get swipes like down with Gavin. I'm gonna get swipes now though. Right? Right to there. This is tight. Right? I can go over, I can go under. Right? I'm sure you've all seen this. This is really tight. Okay. That's where I score. So, what does the bottom person need to do?
Be a good partner.
Right? All these techniques work from Gavin being a good partner. All right? If I'm trying to work these techniques where it takes a bit of a feel and takes a bit of a give and take, we'll say, if my partner is not, cooperating with me, I'm never going to get it. Right? And that's both ways. That's going too hard or being a wet noodle. Okay? Because a lot of times when I'll be walking around trying to hit the move, I can't even hit the move. Right? It's challenging for me to hit it. So, you have to be a cooperative partner. Do we understand all that? Any questions? All right, we'll walk around and help you. On 2, 1, 2.